Well, they're going to be face-to-face in Manchester on July the 26th. They're head-to-head for BoxNation right now. They are Tyson Fury and Dereck Chisora. Dereck, you go first here on this one. As you look across the table and see Tyson there, just give us your thoughts.
He's done well. Became himself busy a little bit. I feel sorry for him because he didn't get the fight with David Haye. I know how that feels. You train all your hard, you invest so much money in it, and then suddenly it don't happen. And then you wonder what's going on, and then you lose focus out of boxing. You're not in love with boxing because somebody else's faults pulled out. Now we got a big fight in a couple of months' time in Phones for You in Manchester. His background, his hometown. Great fight for myself and for him. As my trainer said already, it's 1-0, and we have to make it a draw. And depends after when he loses a fight, how's he gonna come back? That's the most. Coming back is the hardest thing ever when you lose a fight. How do you come back from that?
So an element of sympathy for you from over the table there after the Haye experience. What are your thoughts when you look across and look into the eyes of Dereck?
Hey man, we on TV? Hey mom, hey dad. Oh. No, I look over there and I see Dereck Chisora. Same Dereck Chisora who I fought before. Listen, he's had a few more fights. He's won some, beat some good men, been in with some good men. He's a man with a pair of gloves on. As I've always said, he's trying to come and take the bread out of my children's mouth, and I'm here to stop him. I'm like the man in his way, and he's the man in my way. So at the end of the day, we're going to go in there and battle it out and may the best man win. No hard feelings, nothing. Got respect for Dereck Chisora as a fighter and as a person because he's done well for himself. But listen, I think I'm on a high level. I'm an elite fighter. I actually know that. And obviously we both think we're going to win, or we wouldn't be taking fights, would we? Because we're not going to walk into fights we think we're going to lose. I'm 100% confident in winning. Dereck's 100% confident in winning. And when you've got two people like that, it makes for a good fuse. And when you get two fuses together, boom. So expect a good fight July 26.
He says he's going to see the same Dereck Chisora as he saw and beat 3 years ago. How much have you changed in that time?
That's what he believes. If he believes like that, that'd be amazing for me. But I know he's not stupid. Let's be honest. He's not saying that. He's not stupid. He knows what's coming. He might try and clown around and stuff like that. We know how he acts. When it gets tough in the ring, he likes to clown around to take the focus off the fight. But we're not up for that. We're coming to look for him, and we're going to look for him. We're going to find him. We're in a smaller ring. It's a smaller ring. It's not a big ring. We didn't ask for a big ring. We asked for a small ring. So we find him. He knows. He's saying that he knows what time it is.
Seek and destroy. You've heard it from the horse's mouth, haven't you? It's up to me to be evasive, like one of them little fighter jets. Miss his shots, counter, attack, game over. No matter how many shots you throw, the evasiveness of the jets, boom, it's out. Listen, I'm not here to talk bullshit. I'm here to talk reality. At the end of the day, this is a fight between two fighters, two professional fighters who's going to go in there, give it the best shot. Listen, I'm going to win. And why I'm going to win is because I always win. And I know how to win. And I've never lost a fight. So there we have it. That's why I'm going to win. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to win on the 26th of July. And I'm going to win in the 5th round by knockout. It's not going to be a referee stop contest. It's not going to be TKO. It's going to be a clean, correct, knuckles down knockout.
How do you respond to that?
You say you're going to win by a knockout. I say I'm going to win by a knockout as well. It's a great fight.
What round are you going to do me in?
I'll do you in the first round.
That'll be nice. Easy payday and go home.
It's going to be a great fight. But there's no trash talking. I'll be honest with you. I'm not here to trash talk my opponent. He said he's doing it for his family. Amazing, a beautiful family. Great. I don't have time to trash talk him. I've lost a fight. I've come back. When people rip me off, say, "Oh, his career is finished." I lost 4 fights and they rip me off. That's amazing for me. That's motivation for me. I love fighting. I'm in this game to fight. I look one day. Every time I look at TV or box, I'm always saying to myself, I don't want to be a has-been. Do you understand? I don't want to look back and say, "Oh, wish I'd done this. I wish I'd done this." And he's in my way. And he's right. He has to move out of the way because I am coming for him. And I'll tell you right now, I am coming for you.
I hope you do.
I am, but
You always come to fight anyway, so it's going to be a good fight.
100%, I am coming for you.
I'll be ready. Don't worry about that. And you're not going to bring anything that I already haven't seen. I've seen punches through at me a million times, lefts, rights, and uppercuts.
No, you've seen punches come from cruiserweights.
From
cruiserweights. Half of your opponents are for you for, enough credit to Hennessy Promotions because you know what, you are his investment. He's put so much money in you. He's not going to let you go down on that route. That's why he's giving you so much cruiserweights.
Who's the cruiserweights?
He's giving you cruiserweights. So let's be honest. He hasn't given you a proper athlete in there. Say, you know what, that's an athlete. It's a hesitation for a guy to put so much money in you and give you a proper athlete who's going to beat you. So he's giving you cab drivers, already said. When you box me...
Martin Rogan was a cab driver, yes, you are
Martin
correct.
Rogan, the same guy you hang out with, you phone each other and you spar each other southpaw. That was the choreography. You lot planned that from day one in your gym. That was nothing. I looked at it. I even sent a tweet and they told me I should delete that. He was not an athlete. He's exactly. He's a cab driver.
Okay.
Well, exactly.
I agree with you. He's a cab driver. You can't get away from what your profession is outside boxing. He is a cab driver, yes.
Yes, but my point to you, you haven't been in with an athlete. And now,
I've been in with the same people you've been in, really, haven't I?
Who?
Kevin Johnson. You fought Kevin Johnson. I fought Kevin Johnson. Is he an athlete or is he shit? We both went 12 rounds with him, so he must be an athlete because he's fit enough to do 12 rounds. I fought you. You're an athlete.
And who else have you fought?
Steve Cunningham, IBF champion, defended it about 5-7 times. Good fighter. I wouldn't say he's shit. Quite a lot of fighters. That big guy I fought last, 6'6", 30 knockouts out of 31 wins. He was quite a big guy, 18 stone, 6'7". He wasn't a cruiserweight. I was supposed to fight a cruiserweight, and I'm not going to mention his name because it's unlucky. Haymaker. He was a cruiserweight, yeah. But that fight didn't come off for whatever reason because he's a pussyo. And apart from that, I did fight cruiserweight my first fight, Mick, didn't I? Bella John Yossi, he was like 13 stone 7, but it was like 2 days notice, so not my fault that I can't get a good fight for my debut, but that's a long time ago. And let's not focus on the past, let's focus on the present. And the present is me and you. You're my present, an early Christmas present. Summertime gift. I'm butchering you. Going to sleep, 5 rounds.
Are you sure about
100 million%.
I don't think so.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. Well, what's different between
Honestly,
last time and now, then? Tell me.
What's different between last time and now? I had 14 fights like you had 14 fights at the same time, yeah? We were both inexperienced, but now we're both experienced men. You're a man, 30-year-old. I'm a man at 25.
Have you learned anything new yet?
No, I haven't learned anything new, but on the other hand, did I need anything new the first time? All right, you might have been out of shape and not fit, but that wasn't my problem. We're not going to go into that again. I've already been said 10 times, but the fact of the matter is, I'm an ultimate boxer. I can box southpaw, orthodox. I've got a jab and a right hand and an uppercut. And that's going to be more than capable for somebody of a Joe Frazier style, 6'1", who's going to come forward, mill away, try and wear me down. And let's face it,
you have got it right.
You're not a knockout concussive puncher, are you?
I am coming for you. Don't worry. Don't worry.
You have to land 6 or 7 shots to do damage in a row.
You're open for those 6-7 shots.
Well, I hope you do bring the 6 or 7 because in the meanwhile, you will be countered and corrected and put in your space.
Okay, we'll see. We shall see.
Which I'm just going calculative. I'm not trying to thingy. I'm just trying to explain my point how the fight's going to go. I'll tell you how the fight's going to go. Round 1, Tyson Fury's going to come out, wheeling and dealing, ducking and diving, jabbing and jabbing, and Dereck's going to come forward, cross-arm defence, trying to work the body, chop the tree down from the base, which is good advice, really. But when you're taking shots on the way in and you're moving, you might slip a few, but you get sick of slipping them after a while, and you just keep walking forward. And I'll be working on my long-range shots from behind a nice jab. Fast, double and treble in the jab. Head's going to be going like a spring ball. Then you're going to be tasting the left so much the right's going to come over. And that'll be it, really. Because I do believe, Dereck, not talking you down or anything, but I believe that you're more shot-worn than when I fought you the first time.
Do I sound like a person who's shot?
No, you don't sound slurry one bit, but you keep hitting a brick with an hammer and it's going to break sooner or later, isn't it? And you've took a hell of a lot of shots. Your trait was taking punishment. Because you took a hell of a lot of shots off me the first time, a lot of shots off Hellenius, which I thought you beat, which you still took punches though, and then 12 rounds off of Klitschko, who's probably the biggest puncher in the world, and then Hay as well, all them big shots, they all take toll.
Do they?
Yeah.
They're not taking toll yet, so when they do, see. I'll remember, that's when I hang up the gloves.
When you wake up and you're looking at me over here, you'll think, yeah, he was right, I remember.
We shall see.
This is an eliminator to be world champion. Like each of you, and you can say to each other if you want, to make a case for you being the heavyweight champion of the world after this fight?
I've been saying this from the past, you know. It's not about I have to fight him to get to be a world champion. If it's a great fight, let it happen. If the public are not trying to watch a fight, even for no titles, let it happen. You know, we don't need titles for people to remember a great fight, to be honest with you. It's only a thing which is up there anyway. For now, I'm just looking for a great fight.
And Tyson Fury, world champion?
Has a bit of a ring to it, doesn't it? A little bit of a ring to it. Tyson Fury, world champion. You know, it's a sentence that people are going to start saying very shortly. You know, I would like this to be the world title now, because I don't believe Vlad's going to fight. I think he's going to retire anyway, so instead of messing everybody around, he should just vacate the title and let me and Dereck fight for it. And then it would Dereck would have his chance to fight in another world title. Though he's going to lose, he would get his chance. But pitting him against me is like, I've said this on different occasions against different people, but it's a greyhound against a Labrador in a sprint. It's a wrong pitting. And I'm that big giant bridge that you've got to cross again, that you failed to cross last time. And your promoter, he's doing a good job. We're both getting paid well for it. But you've got to cross that mighty bridge again that you already failed. It's like Mount Everest that you didn't climb the first time, and you're going back for a second attempt. It's like trying to deadlift 350 kilo the first time, not making it, and not making it, and then trying for a second attempt, and it's not going to do it. I don't. My maximum was actually 250, but I won't be able to do that now. That's when I'm in peak training.
Can I ask you again to talk about each other, and you go first of all. How much respect have you got for the unbeaten heavyweight across the table?
He's done great. I always respect all my opponents. It's only when they're trying to disrespect me, that's when I go mad. He's done great. You know, I'm known to take everything he's achieved. You know, he's doing great for himself. You know, he's doing great for his family and stuff like that. He's done amazing. You know, don't worry. I've been watching him since we were amateurs. I watch everybody. I might act like I'm not interested, but I watch everybody. The Americans, the Europeans, I watch everybody. Amateurs, the guys who are coming up, I watch everybody. I watch everybody who's in the heavyweight game. Because you never know, there might be a point the money will be great and you have to fight them. You have to watch how they think. And I know how he thinks. He thinks I don't know that, but I know what kind of person he is. You know, my opponent has never boxed on the biggest stage. You know, this would be an amazing stage. This would be a stage for him to light up. I know. You know, 20,000. The biggest capacity he's ever had, I think, is 8,000.
Probably even less, probably. Oh no, 10,000, Dublin. But that was years ago, it wasn't. I was just a 6-rounder fight bill filler. But the most I've ever topped the bill about is probably 4,000, 5,000 maybe.
But deep down, despite the verbal sparring that's going on here, deep down in there, do you look across and have respect for another fighting man, another fighting heavyweight who's never ducked a fight?
Anybody who puts a pair of gloves on. Dereck he's done really well, hasn't he? Listen, he's started from amateur to professional. He's done well for himself. He's earned plenty of money out the game. He's won titles. He's been a good British champion. He's fought on all comers. He's even fought for the world title against one of the top champions of his day. There's no disgrace in that, is there? Listen, and he's still going. He's still going. So that train keeps on moving, but it's going to stop when it hits me because, like I said before, I'm an elite fighter. And what I do is win. And he knows my mentality. If he says he does, well, it's do or die for me. And it's a gunslinger's attitude. It is what it is. There's no spills or frills. It's him or me. And if it comes down to the nitty-gritty, I'm not someone who's going to stand there and pretend like, oh, I'm just going to survive and get beat. I'm going to go for the hell or broke. It's him or me. Shootout, baby.
Just finally, just finish this sentence for me. I will win the fight in Manchester because
I'm better than the other opponent now.
I will win the fight in Manchester because
Can't think of a reason. It must be bad, wasn't it? No,
not the toughest question.
I will win the fight in Manchester because I will take a shot of vodka beforehand and afterwards. And I'll probably be half drunk going into the ring and I won't feel Dereck's punishment and pain he's going to dish out on me.
Each to his own. Guys, can you just shake hands here at the end of this interview? Well done. We appreciate you joining us. We look forward to it on BoxNation. Dereck, thank you very much indeed.